That's what we're heavy with today. Okay, I'm ready. That's what I'm answering him.
Hey, are you excited for a good podcast? Finally, two intelligent broadcasters in the room.
Tigers are on fire in numerous sports. We've got a lot to talk about.
And there's only two of us.
Yes. Thanks,
plus
guys.
Moose.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow. It's more about here.
Thank you.
Live from the Justin Livestream Network studios, Scrib and Gib.
Oh, Scrib and...
Not Gib. I mean, we got Darth Gibby over there. I'm sure he would come up and ask us a question eventually, but it is, Gibby sends a picture like, hey, miss you guys. Does he think...
We're like, sure miss being in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Does he really think we care?
I couldn't look at the picture. He wasn't wearing a shirt.
It is.
What picture? Which picture did he send you?
Same one he sent you to.
Well, the only thing that I care about is what I sent you guys on.
Thank you for having a shirt on.
I mean, I think it's great that there's actually Viking Halloween costumes. A sad Viking fan. You have to admit that's funny.
They're sad right now, that's for sure. And I get this whole thing. We're going to McCarthy this weekend. Okay, good, that's fine. They put him behind that offensive line. This kid might not be able to walk by the end of the game. So unless they can figure out this offensive line, what difference does it make who plays back there?
I didn't think it mattered at the beginning of the season, but you guys were all Super Bowl tickets, botting. Super Bowl tickets, botting.
Punch him.
Yeah, it's just
the tickets. I mean, not.
Yeah, well,
not
I don't know. Maybe.
Why don't we go down to Florida and cut this with Gib and leave him?
He'd have to invite us.
I'm invited. I'm going next week. That's where I'll be.
Oh, finally.
Boy, you two are tight.
No, just
they are.
We're tight.
Are you guys going to be down there at the same time?
No, I think he's coming home Sunday after he does my grocery shopping, and then we fly in on Wednesday, and I'm staying there through the weekend. So,
you and all your friends?
Three of them. Three of my friends will be with me.
What do you got to do? Pay somebody to fly down there?
No, I think everybody's paying for their own ticket. Okay. Actually, yeah.
Well, I have no comment. I know what we call that. Anyway.
Wow. He's picking on you, and I don't even want to pick on you today because it's a good podcast. We don't have Gibby.
Let's get positive, you guys.
Yeah. Hey, there is a lot to be positive.
People will see. I didn't even go from the regular background to the Tiger logo when we started talking about them. I just have the Tiger logo on from the beginning.
Well, that's what the whole podcast has to be about today is the Richmond Tigers. I mean, football, volleyball, soccer, cross country qualified somebody for state. What a great week to be a Tiger fan. Where do you want to start with it?
Well, let's just, I guess the first one would be Kendra Christensen going to state for, cross country. And you got to start at the state, right? We talked about Lindsay Ritzer a couple of weeks ago, right? When she made a trip down there for volleyball, jeepers. Wow. For tennis. So I think it's a shout out to Kendra Christensen. Second year in a row she made it to state. She did really well last year, but I believe she bested her time, right?
Yes.
I don't want to say I kind of knew because you just never know, but she can run, man. Just watching her, Graceland's first year running cross country as a 7th grader and Kendra as an 8th grader, man, she rolled. But that young lady can run, and she's tall. She's got a runner's body, it's tall and she can just book, man. It's going to be exciting. I'm really happy for her. The thing about it though, she's got some tough competition, even in the area.
Absolutely. So Kendra Christensen finished 6th at sectionals. I was told most of the Richmond kids actually ran their best. But anyways, Richmond as a team finished 6th. Kendra Christensen was in 6th place. 14th place was Maisie McLean. Then you had Madison Benzer, Katie Ebnett, and Afton Nelson. Those were the top 5 for the girls. The boys, a nice showing by the boys too. They finished 8th in sectional running in Wisconsin. Well, at least in Division I, there are 12 teams per sectional. So I think they did pretty good here. I don't know what's going on with my screen. I'm sure it's me.
Anybody's listening at home or watching, it's the first time he's ever used a computer.
Yeah, it's not pulling up. Now it won't pull up the boys for me, so I don't know what happened here. But
Boy.
oh, no, here it is. Right here. Look at this. Look at this. I found it. Woo.
And it's on the same screen he was just on before.
That happens.
No, that was so the boys finished 8th, led by Jackson Hughes, who finished 27th. Tay Heron was 29th. 36th was Hunter Toonstra. 42nd was Eric Page. 45th was Ethan Perez Mora.
Yeah, I was curious of where Jackson Hughes and Ty Heron would end up, just watching them through the years, and even some of the running the track. Right, they're fast. They're always up there in the long distance. So, but when you get at the next level, specifically D1, those guys can fly. I mean, it's just crazy. You had the Hudson boys the last couple of years, had some really fast runners over there, and now I mean, we're in a tough sectional in some of these sports, individual sports. You think about tennis, the cross country. You got to be really, really good.
Well,
I mean, it's just life.
I see the Menominee boys here did very well in winning it, which is something we've seen in both the Menominee boys and girls in track in their distance program have been doing really well the last couple of years. So, cross country in Western Wisconsin is tough.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't matter what division, but Division I especially, because you are running the best of the best. I also heard that Saturday in Menominee, New Richmond had a huge fan base down there. And I'm telling you right now, because you know my bestie, she ran cross country at high school and the collegiate level. Cross country fans are a different breed.
Yeah.
Sometimes they drive 3 hours to a meet to get to watch their kid run 16 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool that you had that there were a lot of fans out there for the Tigers. And I believe that then Kendra's running this Saturday. Is that when? I think that's when I was trying to find that too.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah, Division I girls are at 3:05 on Saturday. So.
Yeah, that's exciting. So
Rapids, in Wisconsin Rapids.
Yeah, that's a fun town. We were there a couple weeks
Been
ago
there.
for football. Yeah.
They have a beautiful facilities.
Yep.
Yeah.
So congratulations and good luck to Kendra Christensen. Wishing you all the luck from the Scrib and Give podcast. Go out there, run your heart out, and ideally, I would love to see her get her PR down there and place in the top 10. I mean, I think that would be doable. So that'd be fun. All right, now we're going to kick over to I missed it, but soccer boys regional champs. That's exciting.
You know I got to give the head coach a lot of credit for this, and I'll tell you why. When I first saw them play the last week of August or the first week of September, whenever it was, I'm like, boy, they're bad. Well, you were there, Moose.
It'll be a long year.
Yeah, we're like.
I'm not trying to be rude. It's just
it's like, ugh, they're bad. Now. Going forward, they have 5 losses on the season. 2 of them to Hudson, which everybody has losses to Hudson in soccer.
Yeah,
this
I've
year.
heard
Should
that.
we reiterate their goals allowed to goals scored ratio in the Big Rivers Conference?
I haven't seen it in the last week. I guess I didn't look. Well, they won 3-0 and 4-0 in the playoffs, but I think going into the playoffs, they'd outscored their opponents 71-3.
That's just crazy.
They are absolutely dominant. Obviously, the big matchup is always them and Eau Claire Memorial. New Richmond had 2 losses to Memorial. And then New Richmond's other loss might have been the toughest loss I've ever seen the Tiger soccer team take. It was a cold, rainy, icky night. And Eau Claire North beat New Richmond 1-0. Eau Claire North never had a shot on goal. So
with Hudson, though, just quickly against Eau Claire Memorial, did Hudson beat him that bad, or is that going to be a decent match?
It was one of Hudson's closer matches. I think they beat them 5-0 the first time. I know that. So
they're just on another level.
They're they have a sophomore that's he is. I don't know how to say it. It would be like putting Michael Jordan on the UW River Falls basketball team. I mean, this kid is just absolutely amazing.
Well, that'd be pretty good.
But the Tigers did make it into the top half of the Big Rivers Conference tournament, where they took 3rd. River Falls was 4th. They're going to play River Falls again on Thursday night in sectional semifinal play. That game is at 7 o'clock in Richmond. I hope that we can get a bunch of fans there because they're playing really good. They're playing really good. in Saturday's regional championship game, Isaiah Bergdahl had a hat trick, or was that Thursday night? I can't remember, but their two leading scorers are Isaiah Bergdahl and Leighton Bostow, and those two are on fire right now. And the defense has definitely solidified itself, and the defense is playing very well. So what's going to be cool about this is 2 years ago, Moose and I made the trek down to Sauk Prairie.
Sauk Prairie. I was thinking it was Sun Prairie, but it was
Sauk Prairie, yes. And we lost there to DeForest. And 2 years ago in the sectional semifinals, we also beat River Falls. So DeForest and Sauk Prairie are once again playing on Thursday night, and Richmond's playing River Falls again. So there is a obviously Richmond has to win Thursday night. Richmond's playing very good soccer right now, but there is a very good chance that sectional final. Right now it's scheduled to be played Saturday at 1:00 in New Richmond, and if New Richmond's in it, that's where it's going to be held. So that's exciting for them.
So that could be between DeForest and Sauk Prairie. So, yeah, two good teams. So I think that's exciting. And I think one thing, we talked about it in football, and you kind of talked about it. I remember when we were talking about soccer earlier, you guys kind of specifically said the same thing, like a lot of new kids, right? A lot of new faces. Definitely guys returning, but just as a whole different team. Weren't scoring a lot of goals early, but we're still winning, right? They were still winning and staying competitive. But the Big Rivers is always tough, right? So they had to deal with that. But what a just a growth from the first part of the season till now. And like you said, that's coaching, that's leadership. It's good to see them. They're regional champs and got another opportunity here to go, get a sectional win, and then have an opportunity to sectional champs and go to state.
And played their two playoff games so far. They were absolutely dominating. Moose, you were there for one of them. I know. Unbelievable how dominating they were on Saturday again. So good things.
They came out, was it Tuesday, and kind of a slow start. All of a sudden, they came out with the wind. So they knew what they were doing when they took the direction. Came out with the wind, and we were like 30 seconds in, they scored their first goal.
Yeah.
And then we were like 12 minutes in, and they had 4.
Yeah.
To the second half.
Wow. That's cool.
You would have liked that first 12 minutes of the second half of that game.
Well, they scored some goals, and you're not just going boom, 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 boom.
You know what's funny? We were making notice. It was so windy that night. The goalie from who were we playing again? Sparta. The goalie from Sparta, when he kicked it on the north side of the end zone, or the north side of the field, it landed in the same spot as in the second half when he kicked it against the wind.
Oh.
So it was like on the 40-yard line when it was with the wind, and then he kicked into the wind, and it was on the the same 40-yard line.
Well, I mean, I'll admit, guys, on Thursday night when that was happening, it was warm in the gym.
It was cold.
Actually, it was Tuesday night we had that one, because in Thursday night I was also in the gym with you.
Oh,
for
yeah.
volleyball.
Yes, it was cold.
Oh, I had a basketball deal. That's
I had anything other than sitting outside in the cold.
That's right. We had the tennis banquet. That's what I was.
Yep.
And that was warm in the school. And I saw Mr. Wolf. He looked cold, wet.
Yeah, it was bad.
So, yeah. So congratulations to Darren Blanton in your 2025 soccer team. Just keep it rolling. Another victory. That'd be great. It'd be fun to, like you said, have home field advantage. Normally we're traveling somewhere, right? Normally we got to go down south or somewhere else. It'd be great to be at home, and that would be exciting.
And what for me would be fun about having it in Richmond is because it always seems like we're driving 3.5, 4 hours, and the team they've played in the sectional finals has had to travel 20 minutes. Let's
flip
reverse
that.
Yeah, let's flip that.
Do you think they'll keep it if New Richmond wins? Do you think they'll keep it at New Richmond?
Yes.
Or do you think the opposing team will be like, let's move it to a more neutral site?
I think the WIAA is changing their beliefs on all that stuff, and I think I think it's staying at New Richmond. If New Richmond plays in it, I'm venturing to guess that game will be played in Richmond. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Jeez. All right. Hey, I like it. All right. Well, we got to talk volleyball. Gibby said we should not talk about him. I was kind of surprised in that text. Like, why? He's got a daughter playing. He doesn't want us to get excited about that. What do you think that's all about?
I think he wanted us to wait until next week when he was here to talk about him, because this last week the Richmond Tiger volleyball team was absolutely lit. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, I totally agree. It started Thursday night against Menominee. It led right into the Chippewa Falls. But, against Menominee, we saw some I called the game with Gibby. They were just kind of, I don't want to say blah, but just they had really good spurts, but they just didn't put it together. And but Menominee wasn't the best team. That's just the way it is, right? So they're able to pull out a 3-0 match anyway. And then they knew they had to go down to Chippewa Falls and play a team that had beat them. A close one, right? They got him in Chip got him in the best of 5. And I remember I wasn't able to go. G Money went down there with the Hindbucks, and I was watching it at a friend's house. And I'm going to tell you, that was an old-fashioned butt kicking. I don't know the last time I've seen a volleyball game like that.
Can't Bobby Boucher that.
Yeah, I would like to Bobby Boucher that one, but that was a whooping. It was just the enthusiasm of the girls was astronomical. Like, I remember seeing Maddie Comro slapping her hands and just down on the floor on the the hard court. Hindbuck was flying around. Everybody on that team was super just jacked up. And it was great. Everything was, and they hit on the net, it didn't matter. They just come out and hit harder.
So Sunday morning, a friend of mine that lives in Chippewa that went to the game actually reached out to me and said that everybody from New Richmond wanted it more. The players, the coaches, and he said the fans were they were loud from the get-go. And he said, you guys have, that defensive ace you guys have was absolutely on fire. I said, number 9? And he goes, no, that number 11.
Ella Fry was unreal.
So really? I messaged Ella's mother, who I'm good friends with, and I said, so I hear number 11 was on fire last night. And Heidi, her mother, sent me some videos of her plays. Unbelievable how hard, I mean, on these blocks, that ball was coming off of her. And I went back and watched other video of it, and you're right. I mean, it was Maddie Comro. It was
fun.
Coco Gibson. And they all just fed off of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I guess you could say to me, it was a complete team effort. Well, there wasn't a single player out there that didn't have 2 or 3 plays that you just go, damn.
Well, that's the thing. That's my custom HVAC solution of the week. If you want to go kick some butt, seriously, go out there with the team and believe in yourself. Yeah. Believe in the team, because that is what they did. They felt after that Chip game, the regular season game, that they felt like they were a better team, and they just didn't play the best. I had heard it from a couple different people. That changed Saturday night, because that was an unbelievable performance by that team.
Let's just look at the scores. What was it? 25-8, 25-14, 25-22.
Yeah. The girls, I would say the last game, Chip played a little better. The girls were still pumped up. They never gave the lead up besides the 1-0 to start. And then they jumped out a couple times, 5 or 6, if I remember right. And then Chip definitely battled back there. But the girls' enthusiasm in that third game was similar to the first and second, which I think is key, because
they kept it.
Well, that, and you exert. I mean, let's be honest. Having high level of energy, excitement, and that's tough. That's the thing about volleyball. Like I kind of watch, and I'm like, you got to be careful here, girls. You can't lose the momentum, because now you're starting to get that momentum flipped the other way, right? But it was fun.
And so I'm just looking at the bracket, right? It's fun. I always put the scores so you can go back. For Richmond to play that well against a 5 seed or a 4 seed, sorry, because Chip was a little bit better, and Chip has a strong program. It's fun to see New Richmond do good as a program, right, and win that second tournament game. But then to look at River Falls play Eau Claire North, like, boy, we're gonna have a good night on Thursday night, hopefully. I mean, I want a good game, is what I want, right?
I have heard. I don't know if this is true, but there's been rumblings that somebody for River Falls did get hurt, that they might be out one of their better players, but that doesn't matter.
That's not going to make a team. That should not make, if I'm looking at the scores, and I'm not trying to read into the scores, I'm just saying, for Eau Claire North to win a set off of, I think River Falls is a very strong team. Yeah. For them to win a set, and the first 2 sets were 25-23, 25-21.
It was close.
And then the last one, so then North wins one 23-25. That was a close one again. So you had 3 sets that were close. to win the fourth one 25-17. So
yeah, and my point was going to be a little bit different, Moose. Like, you can't go and say, oh, well, so-and-so is out, we're going to win. You can't think that because, one, River Falls is going to play up to their ability, and they're going to play for the person that's out if they're out, right? That's what you do in sports. That's sports.
River Falls has the next man up mentality.
Yeah.
And they have them there waiting.
But what I was going to say is the excitement of the girls and how they finished on Saturday. You bring that to Thursday, River Falls better be ready to play. Because if you bring that energy, that excitement,
Yes.
that heart, and that belief.
Will that crowd be as loud? Is Gibby going to make it?
No, they are out of town.
Yeah, can you imagine? He doesn't want to watch his youngest daughter play.
Actually, the funny thing is I was with some people talking about that on Sunday, and as a consensus, the volleyball team is very disappointed that Mrs. Gibby won't be there, but they understand that Gibby won't be there. But they're very disappointed on that. You know,
well, we're going to have to make up the miss there. It won't take much.
Well,
Justin Livestream will be there this week.
They will be.
Yeah.
You're going to be there, Menominee, and everybody. It's 5:00 on Thursday night.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
For some reason in Division I this year, they're putting the two sectional
stacked them.
semis at the same place. One game's at 5, one's at 7.
I like it, personally.
They're not doing that in any of the other divisions, so I find that to be very interesting.
I like it because it gets more people in the gym.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
Especially if you're the first game. I mean, it's going to go both ways because win or lose, right? Some people might stay and watch a second game.
First game's going to have a lot of people.
I don't know if you have to empty out and come back in or if you're paying a ticket for the one for both games.
I haven't heard.
But I do enjoy that. You're right. I love the back-to-back because you stay and you can watch multiple games.
I think it's going to be jacked
And it's
up,
Hudson,
man.
right? So it's another big Rivers team.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you got
think
Hudson and what's the
Hudson and Spash.
Spash. So,
Yeah, I think for my money, this girl's volleyball story this fall. I think it's the story of the fall for Tiger Sports. I really do. I think it's amazing. To be where they were 2 years ago, to be where they are today, unbelievable.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think that's the excitement. I remember when Juliana, we had her on the podcast, and we've had her on her twice, and she stated she didn't know it would turn this quick. And it's something that we've all talked about it, Moose, when, you didn't know that Justin Livestream was going to blow up to be as big as it is today when you got two of the biggest stars in the area.
Got a point there, Moose.
No comment. Oh, my goodness.
But when Juliana's like, I didn't know it would be like this. And, the things that Gibby and I told her and you the night, it's going to take time, and just let people understand it's going to take time. But then what we started seeing this year, it's that belief. When you believe you're good and you start piling that belief on top of talent and actually winning games, that's a big momentum shift. It's a big momentum shift, not only for the program, but for the individuals playing. You start to believe, and that's what sports is all about, man. We always talk about it.
I had this conversation with somebody this weekend about I said that
the Vikings?
No,
okay.
Juliana, the job she's done is absolutely amazing, and somebody said, well, she's got some horses out there. They finally got some horses. And I said, sometimes you just have to steer the horses in the right direction. And I think that's what she's done an amazing job of doing. And hats off to her. I know I'm going to forget a couple of the coaches' names, but Cassie Reek, I know it. Jess Comroe's heavily involved. Bryn Olsen. I mean, they're all unbelievable. Hats off to you.
I'm going to call it here, though. You will see your New Richmond Lady Volleyball Tigers playing Saturday night. They're winning. They're winning on Thursday. I'm calling it. I'm going to call the game, and I'm going to call it. I truly believe they're going to win it in 4.
Is that what they do? Is they go Saturday night if they play?
Yep.
Yeah, Saturday at 7. Now, that game right now is at Stevens Point. If Stevens Point's in it, I just about guarantee it's going to stay at Stevens Point. But if it's New Richmond and Hudson or River Falls and Hudson, they're moving it out of
Spash. They wouldn't. They'd move it to Eau Claire or something, probably.
Yeah. Maybe
Menominee.
New Richmond.
Yeah, if we're not in it.
Yeah, if we're not in it, yeah.
Yep.
So.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. Oh, wait, we got football. We got football.
I'm like, all right, I'm out of here.
All right. Hey, your New Richmond Tigers moved on from level 1 with a 49-14 thrashing of the Ashwaubenon Jaguars. Your vital system stat of the week, 20 carries, 243 yards, 4 TDs. Austin Whittick. Off and running again. 17 carries in the first half, over 200 yards. I don't know what else to say.
What a disappointing second half, though, for Austin Whittick. 3 measly carries and 3 measly yards. Come on, Austin. What the heck?
What did he play, like 3 plays?
It's like 4 or 5, yeah.
I literally think he was out there for 3 plays. But Brent came in and did a good job spelling him.
Yep.
Unbelievable performance, I thought. There was I had a little bit different view this week. I gotta admit, I kind of like that being down on the field.
I would
That's
imagine.
a lot of fun.
That
That is a lot of fun being down there. But
we had our best on-field guy ever.
No, you did not.
Sideline reporter.
That's what I heard.
He's sitting right there to your right there, Mr. Scrib. So
I was heard I should be your other right.
Oh.
Your other right. I was was there ever a doubt in that football game? I mean, ever a doubt? I mean, from the time the two teams were out there warming up, you could just see it that Richmond wanted that game.
Yeah, I think sometimes those teams from the eastern side come over here and think they're just better. And I would say, I might have heard some talk of that. I would say that was ended very quickly. I can't remember what it was. What was the score after the end it was 30.
What's that?
Wasn't it 28 to?
It was 28-14.
No, wasn't it 28-7 at the end of the first quarter? And Whittick already had over 150 yards or whatever.
Yeah.
With 11 minutes to go.
7.
I mean, it was just crazy though how fast we jumped out. But the defense. I mean, I've never seen a quarterback. That quarterback was pretty big. He was done getting hit.
he was sick of
When
it.
he put the knee down in front of the unguided missile because he knew the unguided missile was locked in and was going to come and deliver a big hit.
Yep.
He said, I'm done.
Yep.
I tapped out. I mean, is it safe to say he tapped out?
Oh,
That's
every
exactly
play.
what he did. It's exactly what he did.
How he didn't get a flag thrown talking to the ref.
Well,
every time.
we know the ref. And I was going to do it on the way home here. When I leave here, I will give him a call. I'll have that for Friday night. I'm going to ask that question because I do know the head official from that night. I want to talk to him about that. Yeah, every time he turned around complaining. And I just go back to the first time he tapped out in front of Unger. The fact that Unger didn't smoke him still amazes me because Unger was coming in with a head full of steam.
Yep.
And how he was able to stop and just brush him off. And the guy was whining. It's like, you knelt down. You tapped out at the last second. He's lucky he didn't get...
He did the NFL slide.
Well, not on that one. The first one, he remember... Oh, he did slide. The second one, he just knelt down and got out of there.
He's like, I ain't doing this.
And he was smart enough to slide early. That was crazy. Noah Zanin was flying all over. Man, there were some big hits. It was fun. It was fun to watch. And they're going to need to do that this week. Because you're bringing in a whole different beast from Oshkosh North. The only loss was to number one seed Notre Dame. It's going to be a different team. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, Notre Dame looks like, or Oshkosh North looks like a tough team.
Yeah.
A kind of contrasting styles too. But back quickly, I'd like to run back to the other game. It feels like in that first half of that game, we found our passing game for the season.
Yeah, we threw the ball really well. I would agree on that. I was happy.
Yeah.
And the only thing I was disappointed in, and that is not on anybody, just the game got out of hand. Like Gibby said, it's not bad if you throw some, but it looks weird. I would have liked to seen the guys throw a little bit more, but they couldn't.
Right.
We went up so quick.
That.
You can't be.
Yeah.
But you're right. Andy, I would say Nick had one of his nicest passes all year to that pass to Comro. Right by the end zone.
Yeah.
Place that where only Comro could catch it, and Comro had a beautiful catch on that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just a nice.
And like I said on air, he was out of bounds. His foot went out right before the pylon, then the pylon fell.
I thought that from my view, like it was going to be really close. And the thing, and I know Gibby didn't like it at first, but I'm like, that official had a great view. So if he saw the feed, it was clear.
Yep.
So I do know the one stat is everybody's kind of talking about is Eau Claire North did hold Marshfield to
Oshkosh North.
Oshkosh North, did hold Marshfield to 30 yards rushing. They rushed about 120 against us. I'm not too worried about that. I think if we go out and play our game, remember, they got to stop our rushing game. We have a solid line. We have two senior starters there in Reardon and Fowkes. Those boys can...
Isn't Waldrop a senior too?
He is, but Falks and Reardon have played for 3 years now. But that's the leader. Waldorf has come in, have done a nice job. The center, you got Gretzlock, you got Clay, you got Carter Clay, another senior. That team, and then you got Carter Comroe playing. He's a big blocker, and the receivers block. If you're gonna give anybody a crease in the state of Wisconsin, the one you don't want to give is Austin Whittick. He's gonna go find it. He's running good.
I made mention of it too. It's like it's interesting being on the field and what you see, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I gave Josh DeGear. How do you say his last name?
DeGear.
Credit, because that one touchdown of Austin Whittick's, he had his guy 5 yards in the end zone, and he wasn't going anywhere.
No.
Like, that's a straight up, Austin had 5-10 yards to run. His guy wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And Whittick just walked right in.
Yeah, the guys have been doing a great job. And for the last couple of years, we've seen our receivers
Receivers know how to block.
They block very well.
Going back to that offensive line talk there, Waldrop's a kid that missed a couple games to start the season, and then remember we had some snapping problems after that. Yeah, but the last 4 games he's been lights out on that line. So I mean that's making all the difference there. But
the one injury I hope we're not worrying about is Doc DeGear went down on the side.
Yeah. Yeah,
I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Saturday night he was at the hospital 75-year anniversary. He's
okay,
fine.
so he's good then.
Yeah, he's good. He's ready to go. Interesting here, Scrib. Contrasting styles of Oshkosh North and Richmond. Their quarterback has 1,644 yards passing. Whittick has 1,674 yards rushing. Their leading running back, Jamari Scott, has 748 yards rushing, where Stelrite has 875 yards passing. So
it's a flippity flop, is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It seems to be different styles there definitely in how they play. They come out of a tough conference, no doubt about it.
Who's in their conference?
Notre Dame,
Sheboygan North, Green Bay West, Green Bay East. I mean, there's
they're
big
tough
boys in there.
Yeah. They're over there. But
I just want a good football game.
I think you're going to get a good football game. I think you're going to see let's just call it. We're going to expect Austin to have a good game. Yeah. If the line gives them any room, we'll be fine. And I was talking to some people, like, we always forget. We don't, but we do. If you're not used to seeing Reggie's defense and you don't have a couple weeks to prepare, it's different. He brings people from everywhere. Just how you figure out where people are getting attacked from, he changes it from game to game. So if you're not ready for that, it's different. And I think, the Big Rivers, there's teams that, he's been doing this defense for a while and they're still not catching up. So it gets hard for some of these teams.
It's not so much as catching up, too. As long as we have the right, and this is talking with Cooper about her, because
the right people in the right place.
He played the mic. You have the right people in the right place. It's just a hard defense to stop, because if everybody does their job, there's somehow one guy that gets left open to make the tackle, right? And as long as, and it was interesting talking to him when he was playing the mic, because he just said, he's like, it's not like he had a lot of tackles his senior year, but he goes, it's everybody in front of me that's just doing their job, and that's exactly what it was. It was always, there's always a spot to be taken. You watch how they defend like a sweep, or what is he called, student body left or student body right. There's always one guy that should be taking, each person, a sweep or whatever it is. And, as they try and stretch it out, sometimes you'll watch like blocker taken. Oh, that's a running back, and then there's a guy sitting there ready to make a tackle.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is what people forget about is you look at some of the people making some big plays. I just think about Noah Zanin now. He's coming off the edge. He's not the biggest guy. And he's been having to go against guys that are 100 and some pounds heavier. What we saw last year from different people. Reggie gets him in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, like Hedges is not a huge guy, but we have speed. That's one thing he built his defense around.
Yep, and that's what you're going to see, a team that comes in, throws, basically twice as much as us. If they're not quick passes, you better look out. Somebody's coming.
Right.
And we saw that this weekend. So it's going to be a great time. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
6 o'clock on Friday night here at Tiger Stadium, and it'll be a dandy.
Does look like there's a 22% chance of precipitation at 6 p.m. on Friday. And
that would be, if you look at the flippity flop numbers that you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll take 43
degrees.
rain.
So It should be a good one. Again, these guys will be on the call. I will be down on the sidelines somewhere. I will find something interesting to say.
Perfect. And I will admit there's a lot of other local teams still in the playoffs in different sports. I'm going to tell you, we're going to cover that next week. We wanted to highlight this was all New Richmond.
This is a Tiger Week.
This is a Tiger Week with volleyball regional champs.
When I have to put in, so Justin Livestream has to put in for every WIA playoff game, you have to put in for a video transmission agreement. When you have to put in 3 every week, it's just fun.
Let's go. Let's do 3. Let's do 3
or
again.
4 or 5 if they win, right? So it's into Saturday.
Hudson in Division 1 got a really nice win on Friday night. The Big Rivers as a whole went 4-2. Now,
4-2. Those 2 losses. Though.
Yeah, but one of them was a number 8 seed who went up with maybe against the best team in the state and took them to overtime. And the other team was a 7 seed, and they were leading in that game until there were 12 seconds left. Yeah. So great showing by the Big Rivers Conference. I'm sorry I couldn't be here last week for the playoff preview. We did get a very nice.
It went well.
We got a very nice. I got a very nice email or text message from the guys from Hudson. They wanted to thank us for having them over here to listen to Scrib's playoff preview. So,
ouch.
Just kidding, buddy.
Just remember your Cedar Lake Race Speedway race to the finish for the NFC North. You still got the Packers up there, baby.
Oofta, you sure don't got the Vikings anywhere near them.
I just had to bring it up. Because
why did we just derail our whole?
Well,
podcast?
I was just going to tell you, I have a nice message out there. There is a good Halloween costume. If you are a Viking fan, go check it out.
Please
Sad
text
Viking.
Brian Scribner at. Oh, wait.
I do have one more important thing that I think it's just as important as anything else. The Wisconsin Football Coaches Association all-academic team came out today. For Richmond, my favorite Tiger, Eli Bell. Why is he my favorite? Because he's going to UW River Falls next year to major in agriculture.
Yeah, I knew that.
Attaboy.
And then Luke Efforts, Addison Geigel, Carter Comroe, and Dane Lease and Max Reardon are all academic for the state of Wisconsin by the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association. So congratulations to them.
What's the criteria for that?
3.5, I think.
3.5 or higher grade point average, and you have to be a senior.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, check out all the Tiger Sports starting Thursday night, volleyball and soccer, football on Friday, and if any of those teams win, they'll move to.
Yep. So we have Thursday volleyball at 5, soccer at 7, and then Friday we have football at 6. So it's not normal 7:00 times. That's just the biggest thing.
And then wishing Kendra Christensen good luck down at cross country.
And we'll mention it too. But just remember, if volleyball and soccer win, when they win, they both play Saturday.
Love it.
Yeah, soccer would be at 1:00 as of right now, and
it says 4:00 on the thing.
No, it says 1:00.
Oh, 1. And volleyball would be at 7.
7, yeah. So,
all right. Well, it's weird saying this. I'm Scrib.
I'm Brink.
We got Moose on the loose with Tiger Sports. Love it.
I love how excited you get.